This video is comprised of two parts: Joe Namath as a Jet and Joe Namath's final year as a Los Angeles Ram. Namath suffered an ACL knee tear during his senior year at Alabama. There was no surgery back then to repair it. He just rehabilitated and only missed one game in his first 5 years with the Jets, which was the first game of his rookie season. In week 13 of the 67 season, he suffered a broken jaw, but still played in week 14, and his passing stats were out of sight. 18 of 26 for 343 yards and 4 touchdowns in defeating the Chargers 42-31. In 1970, he missed 9 games due to a broken wrist to his throwing hand. In 1971, he missed 10 games due to a serious knee injury. In 1973, he missed 8 games due to a separated shoulder that resulted from this play. Joe played 6 years after his 1971 knee injury, with knees so damaged that he often had to have them drained at halftime, just to be able to continue to play. My assessment is that Joe is pretty much washed up in 1975. He only had a small handful of effective games. His knees and offensive line were so bad that he didn't have time to set back and deliver passes. He continued to take beatings. He takes one from future Hall of Famer Claude Humphrey. Against the Dolphins, the no-name defense, they got to know Joe on a first-name basis. The Jets even tried setting up Joe 11 yards behind the line of scrimmage in a shotgun formation to give him more time to throw. But the results were still the same. He completed the pass, but as we can see on a replay here, he barely got it away before getting pummeled again. Look at the slop that quarterbacks used to have to deal with back then. Think these playing conditions upset the timing of pass patterns? And check out these 45-mile-per-hour wind gusts from 1974 Week 3. And combine that with driving rain, and it's completely understandable as to why Joe went 2 of 18 passing for only 33 yards and 3 interceptions in a 16-12 loss to the Bills. Joe Ferguson of the Bills went 0 of 2 passing. You can do that when you have O.J. Simpson lined up behind you. Oh yeah, and Shea Stadium's turf was pretty bad too. Jeez, look at that. Joe had worn out his welcome with the Jets after the 1976 season, and when a trade could not be made, they waived him, and he signed with the Rams. The following footage is from the September 25th, 1977 game against the Eagles in LA. Joe threw quite a few long passes, dropping back 9 to 12 yards, depending upon the distance required to reach the first down marker.
Down in 9. Namath takes a look deep. They're taking care of him. He gets the ball away. And the hit is made at the 38-yard line. Coming across the field was McCutcheon. He was drilled at the 38-yard line. And watch Namath put it right down on the number.
This kind of play by the Ram quarterback, Joe Namath, shows patience. They don't want to strike it rich in a hurry. They want to take the running play, the little short stuff, almost a safety-type passes. Not the Namath I know.
The color commentator is Emerson Boozer, former Jets running back and teammate of Namath's. The play-by-play announcer is Don Crickey.
Namath takes a drop again. He's got time. Now the rush is on. He puts it away, and the ball is caught at the 25-yard line. Ron Jesse cuts in front of Johnny Outlaw, and Jesse protecting the ball so nicely, screening Outlaw away, makes the reception for a first down.
The kind of patterns Joe loves to throw. It's a pattern that we might call an L, going down the field, turning right in front of your defender. Make sure you get on top, shield him well. The ball should be there.
Namath is getting time against a 3-man rush. He puts it up, and the ball is caught. Perry Nelson, the tight end, comes across the field.
Good play right here. Nelson got off the line well. He wasn't held up too long. But I think the key to it all is Doug France getting back into that Ram offensive line, giving added protection. Right now, Joe has had all the time he needs to complete anything downfield.
Second down and goal for Los Angeles. No score in the first quarter. Namath is going to throw. Terry Nelson, touchdown Los Angeles. California sunshine, a crowd of some 55,000 here at the Coliseum is ready now for the opening play of the second quarter. Los Angeles with the ball and a 7-0 lead. I'm Don Criqui with Emerson Boozer. Joe Namath, hands off. Darting to the outside is McCutcheon, and the Eagles come up and hit him hard. Namath on a timing pattern. Out to Jesse. You could hear the concussion there of that hard hit put on by Outlaw. Namath still's got the good arm in.
Don, in Joe's great years, these are the kind of passes. The pass that you just saw him throw, a 4 to 5 to 6 yard out. That was a trademark of Joe Lee. Then he'd sting you long with a 20-yard out, and pretty soon he'd go up top on you.
Well, he likes to do that. Hit you long.
Check out the face mask of number 75, John Williams. The number 75 was not retired by the Rams until 2009. Deacon Jones wore it, of course. Anyway, Williams played 12 years in the NFL.
Bears coming back in that game. It is second down and 8 now for Los Angeles.
285. 285. Hey.
Namath, play faking, timing pattern. And Ron Jesse has the ball all the way out to the 36. A perfectly executed pass play by Namath and the Rams. Great play faking held the linebackers, and then Jesse running a perfect pattern, and you'll see the throw is right on the numbers.
This is a difficult pass to throw. He's got a defender right in the flight pattern. He gets it just enough over his head.
The ball is back to the Los Angeles 44 following the hold on Dennis Hera.
285. Hey.
Namath takes a look deep. He's looking at Nelson, his tight end. Now he puts it out in the flat. Ball is caught by McCutcheon. And McCutcheon crashes ahead all the way down to the 42-yard line of Philadelphia. He'll be short of the first down, but only by a little over a yard. Herman Edwards finally knocked him down. Namath looking over all his receivers. They're really giving Namath time today, Emerson.
Yes, they are, because and setting back watching him, he's getting a chance to check his number 1 receiver. He has a second receiver and a third. Now he comes back to his second, finds his third, which is McCutcheon's, and bails himself out.
Namath has completed 8 of his first 9 passes in this game. And there's another one for a first down to the 17-yard line. Johnny Outlaw made the tackle. Jesse again going deep and coming across the middle. His favorite pattern, the leaping post pattern. A 15-yard gain as Namath is really tough when they give him time, and he's getting that.
Never seen him any sharper. He's setting up about 7 to 10 to 12 yards, depending on the pass pattern. And he's finding him right on target.
385. 385.
He's sharper.
John Bunning is right with McCutcheon, but Namath just loops it over. That's the play that held him. That great fake to the end coming around, and look at that throw. 29 seconds left. So we'll see if Namath elects to try the home run ball or just run out the clock and go in at halftime with a very substantial 14-0 lead. The punt by Jones was good for 33 yards. Ron Jesse, who's been very tough against the Eagle defense, comes out wide to the right. Harold Jackson's to the left. Tight end is Nelson set to the right. Capoletti and McCutcheon, the setbacks behind Namath. Namath has just got all day. Harold Jackson is out there, intercepted.
This play is indicative of how football used to be played. You didn't bleed out the clock with a half-minute remaining before halftime with kneeling, running plays, or 3 to 4 short passes. It was bombs away in hopes of either a reception or a pass interference penalty. They went for the jugular and didn't care if an interception was the result because their opponent would only have the ball for a very limited time with an entire field length to go. Here's a nice shot of the LA Coliseum during halftime. That place brings back a lot of good memories.
Third down and 3. Manny Sistrunk, Art Toms, and Hairston across the defensive front of Philadelphia. And here is the pitch by Namath, right on the money between 2 defenders for a first down to the 47-yard line. Rams at the Eagle 47, first and 10. Namath looking again. Going for the ball is Jackson. Oh, very nearly a penalty marker. Jackson protesting, and perhaps with good reason, as he was knocked off the play by Herman Edwards.
This play should have resulted in a defensive interference call, but as you can see, Joe loved to throw deep.
Rams wisely go to the run. Last season with the Jets, Namath only had a 39 rating in the NFL rating system of quarterbacks. And as they say in 75, the only guy that had a worse year in 75 than Namath was Nixon. Namath threw 28 interceptions that year. 3rd and goal for the Rams. Namath rolling out, takes a look, puts it up and throws it away. Next Saturday on the CBS Sports Spectacular. The Hollywood Hills loom in the background as the Los Angeles Rams, on a clear sunny day in Southern California, look to annex their 17-0 lead. 2nd down and 10 for Los Angeles. Namath is looking deep. He has all the time in the world. Jesse is open, and he is all the way down to the 8-yard line.
There was another deep 12-yard drop back on a longer pass play, so we can see that Joe still had a very strong and accurate arm. He would go 12 of 23 for 136 yards and 2 touchdowns, along with 1 interception. The Rams had 218 yards rushing in this game, so he called a conservative game that served the Rams well in their 20-0 win. The Rams were accustomed to winning a lot of games in the 1970s, and when Namath could only muster a 2-2 record as a starting quarterback, he was benched, never regained his starting role, and retired at the end of the year. I prefer to remember him at his best. Week 2, 1972.
In the second period, on 1st down, famous Baltimore zone, finding themselves for a 42-yard gain.
If you enjoyed this video, check out my video entitled Namath Fires Darts in my playlist. As always, thank you for watching.